Okay, so when you're playing piano, and not particularly something you want to like read, just playing out the top of your head, it's called improvising. Okay, and to be able to improvise, there's 2 or 3 skills you need, but the most important thing you need to do, especially with the music in here in the background, so you need to know about chords and how the chords go together. Okay, you can't play random chords, it won't really work. So having a knowledge of keys and chords and chord types and how they flow together is such a massive skill to be able to master. So today's video is really a quick one to kind of go over the basic chords that you'll probably find and be able to find underneath your fingers and be able to put things together really quickly. Okay, so let's dive straight in. Here's your first chord. Okay, that is a G7 chord. How do we make it? Right, okay, you need to probably have an idea of your semitones, okay? Now, particularly important this, if you want to play a major chord to start with, it's 4 semitones, okay? So that basically means 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'll give you a major third, okay? And then we build a minor third, use 3 semitones on top of that from the B. So go 1, 2, 3. That'll give you a major chord. Okay, which is fine. Major chords are the main ones to use, okay, to start with, but want to kind of like colour the chord up. The one way we can do that is add the 7th. If you have piano lessons, traditional piano lessons, you'll definitely learn your scales, okay? And scales are so important to play. However, you'll be used to playing the F sharp, the raised 7th in your major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. So to get a nice 7th chord, what we call a dominant chord, okay, dominant 7th, we have to flatten, okay, take away that F sharp and make it into an F. Okay? And that wants to take us somewhere. It's not a settling chord, okay? It wants to take us somewhere. So we'll go to a... Where would you go to? You could go to a C, okay? Okay. Go to a G7, can go to another chord, okay? Can go to an A minor. So dominant 7th to A minor is a nice one. Okay. Now, you can also resolve to a C. Okay. So a 7th chord goes to your root. See how the actual voicing is really important. If we go dominant 7, okay, and just go to root C, it's okay, it works. But how about this for size? Okay. It's like an Amen. So I can do like a G7, root position, down to C, okay? 5-1, okay? Which means chord 5, chord 1, okay? And that got a nice resolve from the F to the E. Now, talking about the F with the C chord, this is your C sus4, okay? So suspension, we're taking the third away and adding the F instead. Okay? Famous piece of music by The Who. It's called Pinball Wizard, and that uses sus chords on the introduction. B sus4, A sus4. Okay, sus4, G. And then F sharp sus4. Okay, so that's a great one to check out for the use of a sus4 chord. A sus4 chord is also great for kind of like anticipation. Something like bit of emphasis. Nice happy ending. Or one note makes all the difference. Okay. Now that chord is a C+2. Okay. If I wasn't playing an E though, you could call it a C sus2, couldn't you? And that's a nice technique. Often found in country music. If you like country music, you want to watch that one. You'll love that country style, okay? Because that's all kind of... Okay, country blues, love it. Okay, so up together we've got G7 to C, use your sus4 and +2. C minor or minor chord, 3 semitones and then 4 semitones. So pick a note. A, okay? A, so 3 semitones. 1, 2, 3. A minor, and then that will put the 5th on. Now we know the 5th in E anyway, okay? But if you wanted to find out semitone wise, 4 semitones from your minor third. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's your finishing note. Okay, A minor. Now what about a minor 7th? Okay, so what I'm going to do is play an A minor and play the 7th note there. So flattened 7th. Okay, there we got beautiful jazz chord. Now listen to it with an A bass. So nice. Okay, now what we could do is play another minor 7th chord. Let's go to the 4th of that key. So A, B, C, D. I'll play a D minor 7. Okay, just there. Look, or we could play it here. See how we're just changing, and that's the other thing about when you're improvising. You don't be jumping around too much. Notice there I'm dominating the G as well. He's in octaves. Okay. Okay. We haven't talked about rhythm, offbeat rhythms and stuff like that. Okay. So chords. Let's think about some more. What about a minor with a 6 on it? So C minor, 1, 3, 5. Add the A, which is a C minor 6. We're not talking about a minor 6, because that'd be a flattened 6, okay? But that's a C minor with a 6. C minor 6. Okay? A minor 6. Beautiful ending ballad song. Okay? And put the minor 6 there to resolve down to the C. So minor 6, it's 4 minor 6. Okay? The little cross notes there, just kind of featuring that 6 there, but as soon as you play the C, it becomes a second. And you can do. So it's a really nice thing to do. Okay. How would you modulate? Okay, so what does modulate mean? Modulate means to go from one key into another, so change key signature, really. Okay. Well, let's modulate from C major into, I don't know, A. Should we go with A? Okay. Now, we've got to think about what's 5. 5 chords are really important to modulate to. So establish a key is a great way of doing it, using your dominant 7th of that new key. Ready? So. Okay, so watch that again. We've got E flat, okay, B flat 7. Look at the A flat is the 7th. Okay, and back into the E flat. Now, if you got to move from the E flat nicely, we can maybe go with E flat 7. And that wants to take us either into an A flat, for example, the chord 4. And we can maybe play chord 4 minor. Where do you want to go to there? You know, you could go into a G7. And G7 takes us into, you've got it, C minor. Okay. Now when we play C minor, we're still technically kind of in relative major and B flat. It's all connected. And then I can either go from C minor to A flat. We're not moving around much. F7 was the dominant of B flat. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. So augmented and diminished chords, they're quite common in like jazz and ragtime and stuff. Okay, get a bit technical now, but augmented. An augmented chord is basically what a chord with a raised 5th. Okay, so 1, 3, 5, raise the 5th into a G sharp. That's C augmented chord. So augment, open. An E augmented would be, okay, raise that 5th to a C. Okay. A bit Bond-like, isn't it? Shaking that suit. Chromatics are nice on bass lines, especially like Latin American. Octaves are great as well, especially Latin music. Quite hard to play that though. The use of chromatics. Okay. I use chromatics a lot in blues. Okay. So chromatics can be used in so many different ways. You can use it with like a 7th chord. Let's go for an F7. Okay, really funky. Okay, that was like a little run, wasn't it, in like major thirds. Went a bit weird there, but you get the idea. There's so much you can do with improvising. Okay, but it's knowing how all this goes together. That's the main thing. C major 7 is a nice chord. 2-5-1 in jazz. That's a nice chord there. We've got a C major 7, diminish it. No, not diminish. Augmented. And bring that with a diminished chord as well, so it's a flat and third, flat and 5. Okay. Just experiment, okay? Play things together, okay? Now, if you want a course or some detailed lessons on all this kind of thing, drop me a line. If I get enough people saying, yes, let's do that, I will make that as a little course and we'll put some PDFs together and I'll have it specially made for you guys, okay? So until next time, learn your chords, learn your little bits of tricks and start improvising right away.